Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Security Talk Show by 360 PSA. I'm super excited to introduce you to the guest for this episode, Mr. Rajesh Kali. He has done quite a lot of stuff in the private security industry in India across the many years of his experience. In the private security industry, he's managed roles across business development, quality excellence, ERP implementation, and whatnot. And as of today, he is the proud co founder of sQRit Solutions Private Limited. With sQRit, his aim is to bring smart technology solutions till the last mile in security services and to make businesses more efficient. So, I can't wait to share his thoughts on the private security industry in India with you. So, let's jump right into the episode. So, sir, from your many years in the private security industry, right? How have you seen the industry evolving over time?
There has been some significant evolutions which have happened in the industry. And to name the leaders who have done it exceptionally well, who have created the benchmarks, they are the trendsetters basically.
Hmm.
When they talked about the uniform agents, uniform coming in into the guarding, otherwise pehla chokidar hota tha. Now
Right.
those are the guards. And over a period of a time, though not much, but still I'll say there has been certain acceptability of those guards who are doing the job at the ground with the minimum wages. It's commendable.
Right, sir. Right. So, essentially, you're saying that the image or the perception of the security guards that we have that has evolved over time, is it?
Exactly. And considering the fact that today that's the main product of any security company, you
Hmm.
talk about whichever company they who's working into the security. So guard is their major product. All the revenues are coming from that
Yeah.
particular piece whom they are recruiting,
Yeah.
and putting up the investment on that particular person actually gives you the returns. So it is
Right.
not anything else but how good you are able to develop your product. That is your guard. You can get the best out of it.
So, sir, when we speak about, the guard has to be adequately trained, or you have to, develop your product in a manner where you have the best kind of output. And if we want to link it to, what the client really expects from a security guard or a private security agency at large, what do you think what do you think are the expectations from the client end for private security agencies today?
So over a period of a time, Manan, I believe the client has matured a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He is just not accepting whatever is coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier, there were a couple of only companies who were basically giving a good service in this particular sector. Rest of them were not to that level. But now the way the clients are demanding,
Mm-hmm.
I believe that has changed a lot of ground realities in person. Now, when we say the training of the guards, that is again very, very, very critical, very important. How is the rapid response coming in? How about his understanding? What are the code of ethics for him? So each and how is he aligned with the company where he is the only person who is taking the burden of on both the shoulders, one
Mm-hmm.
of the security company and the other of the company where he's deployed.
Correct.
So he has to give that image, and nobody else can be a better person than him who can give a good image of both the companies. So if you go in a society or any corporate office, you'll see a guard over there. Your first impression is that guard.
Absolutely.
He's wearing a badge which is next to his heart. So wherever you will see, the guard will be wearing a badge which will be just next to the heart, so you can understand which company he represents. And the company which you go in, you already know that I'm going into XYZ company. So that company has recruited this agency who has deployed this person.
Yeah.
So now uska importance hai is time per. So this, I think everybody should have that feeling, and must give the credit to these persons who are standing down there 24/7.
No, absolutely, sir. Absolutely agreed and very well put, right? कि दोनों companies की responsibility इन guards के shoulders पर है. Very well put,
बिल्कुल.
sir. And sir, you did touch upon how the client, how the end client, basically somebody who's hiring the private security agency, they have matured,
Yeah.
right? So, sir, can you give us some examples as to what has changed in terms of their expectations over time? And can we also discuss why are their expectations really changing?
See, security is paramount important for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So when in today's scenario, when we see anything which gets not in line, the security is responsible for it.
Right.
So this is a fact. Matlab, anything which goes haywire, responsibility is the security company.
Correct.
So the expectations which have come up from the clients are immense in terms of their involvement of the security to the level that anything they should have a control on.
Right.
And that is the reason why I'm saying there's a substantial change in the acceptability of these guards. So once
Mhm.
they are standing on the gate, he's in the uniform and he has the power to stop anybody.
Yeah.
So when he is recruiting this kind of a person, the client expectation is that he should be smart.
Mhm.
So the client's expectation is a good security team, good people who are deployed, who have got a sense of understanding of what security is. Pasara is doing a good job by laying down certain procedures and the rules and the regulations. कि इतना training होना चाहिए इन subjects का ये training होना चाहिए. And then the security companies are also investing a lot on training. To that level, those things are evolving, and this is what the client requirement is. They want a full-fledged kind of a intervention of the security companies in the entire process of grooming up their team on a very regular basis. It's not a
Right.
one-time activity, it's a regular basis. And apart from this, they are also into the a proactive approach what their client is looking at. The client is not looking at a reactive approach.
Right.
When a incident happens, okay, fine, matlab, industry is such that yeah, incidents will happen,
Mhm.
but then a repetition of an incident is something which a client will not expect for.
Yeah.
If you have seen a thing which is already has been taken care of, it cannot be. So again, coming back to that level of the grooming of those people, supervisors and the guards on the ground, you will see that that supervision, that training and that supervision is the paramount importance for those security companies. They are
Mhm.
regularly sending their field officers, their assignment of managers, and they are actually getting into those nitty gritties and the everyday kind of grooming kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So proactive approach is one of the things. Integrated solution is another which the clients are demanding more and more now. And it's very good to see the companies, at least the companies who are the trendsetters, who create benchmarks. Those companies are actually working on a lot of solutions today.
Mhm.
So they are giving those solutions in terms of the real time reportings or any kind of a system which integrates with the client to give him a real picture. Now today you can have everything on the dashboard.
Yeah.
Immediately you see, you can assess, and quantification is something very important today. Whatever gets quantified, measurable, it gets achieved. So how
Absolutely.
much you have to do was not earlier available. Now today each and every step of your security is measurable.
Oh, absolutely, sir. And I think this is what is the critical thing that PSAs need to focus on, that security as a service is intangible in nature. It is
Exactly.
not like a packet of chips that you can see and hold in your hand, right?
Very
It
true.
is something which needs to be felt, needs to be perceived, and to top it up, if the benefit of your security services can be visualized and quantified and measured for the end client, I think that is what creates the critical difference, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
And sir, in light of these, evolving client expectations, we did touch upon a few aspects of it, right? And you did mention that there are certain trend setters who are really investing on their training and grooming their guards and SOPs, etc. But I mean, if we talk about the industry at large, particularly private security industry in India, do you think that on an average, a private security agency today is in tune or in sync with the changing client expectations?
Manan, it will take some time, but
Hmm.
yes, a change can be seen.
Okay.
Even today, I'm in touch with many of the security companies today, and smaller, maybe 1,000 kind of a guard company, or a 40,000 guard company, or 80,000 guard company. So there is a sense of one is the business always,
Hmm.
and how the business will come will be more of with the word of mouth publicity
Right.
and the references. So cold calling is not a this kind of a market, this kind of industry is not acceptable to the cold calling. I cannot just give a call and say, "Sir, are you looking for a security company? I'm here to." No, this is not the way.
Yeah.
So the way the things have been approached by the companies, I'm receiving calls from the security companies. Sir, you suggest us what we can go and we can sell to the client.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the area where actually we came in, Manan. Matlab, after doing the service and after doing a lot of client meetings and everything, the thing which actually struck was there was certain gap between the security company and the client expectations.
Right.
So the client expectations can be at a level of a 10,
Mm-hmm.
the delivery can be at a level of 4.
Yeah.
So there's a gap.
Yeah.
But is the client expectation of 10 right? The question
Mm.
was that.
Mm.
So all these things actually led us to go into looking out for a solution where we can give a solution to the client first. So my first approach was the client. So I started this company in July 2017. My first order I got in Feb 2018.
Okay.
So you can understand the struggle from the July
Yeah.
to Jan Feb next year, and that was the area where it actually gave us a lot of a strong kind of a thing, ki the challenges to face the challenges and everything. But after that, when we started with the client slowly and steadily, I got my first call from a security company
Mm-hmm.
where they told me, ki Rajesh, we want to go and we can give this kind of a solution to a client, and we
Right.
gave the presentation to the client. The client was very happy. We did that activity for 18, and that actually gave us the confidence ki yes, this is the kind of the solution which the market needs, and this is where the client expectations are coming to the level.
Yeah.
And slowly and steadily, believe me, what we had started with to approach the clients, we had to change our pattern and we started approaching the security companies.
Right.
That is a paradigm shift, I'll say, where we were not thinking at all of the security companies, especially the number one, number two, number three, number four, number fives. But then slowly and steadily, my clientele today, my clients are less and my security companies are more.
Understood.
So this is the change where people have started accepting ki yes, I want to be a change. I
Yeah.
want to bring some USP. I want to give something different to my client. The moment it happens, Manan, I believe me, he has won already half of the battle.
Absolutely agreed, sir.
That thought process is very important. That once I'm going to sell my services, I'm not just going to change a uniform. No, I have to give something what the client is might not be looking for, but might be a requirement in future.
Correct. Wonderful, sir. Wonderful to note that, the mindset shift is not just happening at the end client's end, but it is also happening within the private security agencies, and they are now seeing the value as to why they need to, level up and what it can do for them in terms of, helping them thrive in the market, right?
Exactly.
So, sir, in this context, what do you think is the future of the private security industry in India? What do you see happening in the, let's say, next 2 to 5 years in the industry?
Manan, there will be a significant transformation.
Mm-hmm.
There will be a significant transformation. The way the AIs are coming in, the machine learnings are coming in, the CCTVs are there, the drones have come in. So, malab, you just have to think about what you can give. You
Mm-hmm.
can just maybe tomorrow you might just give a robot to a security company. Yeah, bhaiya,
Yeah.
you just go and do the patrolling in the perimeter and inside. He'll be just going, he'll be scanning, he'll be doing whatever he can do and give you a real time kind of a report, not only a report, but a action plan also.
Yeah.
So your thoughts to that level can be very, very big, very vague also maybe. But then, yeah, these are the disruptive technologies which are coming in. But yes, they have to be handled very well by the manpower. Your
Right.
manpower cannot go. If the
Mm-hmm.
security company, if the clients can expect कि भैया मेरा तो 50 लगा है मेरे को सिर्फ 40 ही लगाना है, वो वाला बात मत करिए अभी. That
Mm.
50 still will be there, will be required. It is only that how effectively we can work out for and bring that kind of a the requirements to that level कि वो हमारे को और benefit देगा इसमें. That evolution of those techniques and with the manpower is going to be the disruptive and it's a comprehensive security solution which will be there.
Understood, sir. Understood. So there is a lot of tech play that will be involved, and that needs to be integrated with your workforce on the ground,
For sure. That will be there.
for sure. So, sir, let's say there's a private security agency owner who's listening to our conversation today.
Mhm.
What should they do today to prepare themselves for what's coming in the future in the industry?
So, what I will suggest, Manan, is I'll just bring my company in the picture since you're giving
Mhm.
me this platform of speaking to the security companies directly.
Yeah.
And what I will suggest is you go with a bouquet of services.
Hmm.
Just don't go with the manpower. Just don't give a manpower. It is important.
Yeah.
Yes. Today, we are giving a real time reporting system to the security company. They are working out on quantifying the data, which place, which person is going at what time.
Yeah.
Something now you know.
Yeah.
How many times he has to go over there is something now you know. You don't need any additional supervision cost. Your client is satisfied. Yes, now the person is moving in the factory. Manufacturing areas are huge areas. Your
Yeah.
zinc plants, smelters are the huge areas. Today, how the person is moving around, the client knows it. And that is where the client gets more satisfied. My client gets more convinced on a security company. On the training aspect, we are giving already a the video shoots, videos of the training of all the 12, 13 modules. Now
Hmm.
these modules, actually it's a 4 or 5 minutes of a video. A person, a security guard, maybe just given that 5 minutes of a training, he can go through that video and he learns immensely.
Yeah.
And this is not a one time. He can just watch this video anytime he wants to. There's an assessment after this video. He completes a 4 5 minutes video. There's an assessment to it. He has to answer yes or no or whatever questions are there based on the video he's seen. It can be a fire, how to use a fire, how to use your those handheld metal detectors. So all those things are there in the videos. Once he achieves that, once he gives his test, he gets a certificate.
Yeah.
Client is also happy that yes, today all my guards are getting, it's not a shift based training. It's a training where each and every guard of yours is getting the twin.
Right.
Mainly is your gate, how well equipped your gate is. So today we are doing a transformation of manual registers to digital registers. All the data which is there, the client can see immediately online. If anything is coming in, anything is going out, there's attendance, there is anything, everything is getting digitized today. So there is no fudging of a record, there is no overwriting, underwriting, there is nothing which you cannot, which you skip. Sir, main bhul gaya. There's nothing
Right.
like it.
Yeah.
So when we go with these kind of technologies, attendance is today getting facial recognized. You
Yeah.
are somewhere at an isolated area, your ATMs are there, you are giving your facial attendance. Yes, it is there. So you don't have to be dependent on anybody. Security companies today can give the invoice to the client on the first of the month.
Yeah.
31st को आपका डे खत्म हुआ, आपका नाइट ड्यूटी रात का खत्म हुआ, मॉर्निंग में 10 o'clock you can give your invoice to the client. You don't have to wait for those rosters or those attendance registers to come
Correct.
in manually, feed them, and then so things have changed to that level, and the clients are happy with those changes. So
Right.
what I will say is, yes, the things are changing in, and yes, invest on these. And these are economical. These are economically viable and feasible solutions. These are not expensive solutions. So we are not talking about lakhs or crores. These are
Yeah.
in hundreds. So
Yeah.
just think about this. Try investing on these solutions, and you can see that those impacts coming in terms of the business or for the end clients in terms of your data purity.
Wonderful, sir. And guys who are watching, private security agency owners who are watching, you will find the link to Securit's website in the description as well as to Rajesh sir's LinkedIn profile. And thank you so much, Rajesh sir. This was an extremely insightful conversation. Thank you so much for taking out the time and speaking with us.
Thanks, Manan, and thanks for all your efforts you are trying to do for the security companies, for the security industry. Again, overwhelmed with your all your efforts.
Thank you so much for watching this episode. We believe that you would have learned a lot about what is new, what is fresh in the private security industry. And this is why we exist. So do show your support by subscribing to the channel The Hardened Civilian and liking this video and sharing it across your friends and family network. We'll see you in the next video.